Hey, Melissa. Thanks
Hi.
for letting me come into your classroom the other day.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for coming in. It was great to have you see the kids.
Yeah, it was a great lesson.
Thanks.
Really um, deep thinking for kindergarten.
Thanks. Yeah, they're impressing me at this point in the year. It's an exciting time.
Yeah, so when we met for our pre-observation, I was a little shocked when you said using functions because when you think of functions, you think of later grades.
Right.
So I was really impressed by your lesson.
Thank you. Yeah, the everyday math lesson on functions is okay, but I'm proud of kind of sprucing it up a little bit.
Yeah, for an introductory lesson, they did really well.
Thanks.
So I want to review the goals that you picked. So we just went over the lesson goal. And then you picked for Danielson and the HLP, successful learning by all students. And then HLP 16, selecting and designing formal assessments of student learning. So how do you feel about meeting that goal after?
Well, I know you and I talked about the use of chalkboards as a way for me to see how everyone's doing during the lesson, and I thought that went really well when you watched. Because I could see what every kid was doing, and then the fact that they left and they went to an activity, then I was able to see how they did on the activity. So there was a couple opportunities to check in after they had a chance to see it whole group.
Definitely.
So I felt like I was getting closer.
So I really like the chalkboards too because it got every student to participate in the lesson. Because this is a lesson that could go over some of their heads and be really challenging. So it made all of them deliberately working on their own and made them independent as well.
Yeah.
So
that was a great resource that you gave.
Would you mind if I put that under
what
went
well? Yeah. That helped me know who I needed to check in with, too.
Another thing I noticed is you use the actual function machine that you made. It was so creative, where they would put a number in the input, and you would have the rule on the outside of it so they could see it. And then a new number came out.
Yes.
And I thought that was very engaging for the students. And do you think that helped?
I think it helped because when they just see it in years past, when they just see it on the paper, it's very confusing of where is it going in and where is it coming out. So I think the machine helps them figure out once it goes to paper what it means for something to go in and then leave.
Definitely. So I'm going to use, let's say function.
I think it's really fun to make visuals like that.
Yeah, you're so creative with those. It's awesome. So, what is one aspect you'd like to revisit on this lesson if you could? And the great thing about kindergarten is that so many lessons do repeat, and in everyday math, you have that spiral.
Yes.
So, what do you think you'd like to revisit the next time?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you noticed this, but when they went to do their independent worksheets, I was watching and it seemed like they went so quickly that then it was like a behavior problem too because they were done so quickly and it seemed like it wasn't that hard.
Yeah, so let's see. How should we word this? Maybe
I would say like the work got done too quickly maybe.
Okay, so work got done. So maybe add a challenge?
Yeah. See, that's tricky because I didn't know if I should make the worksheet longer because some students struggle to finish it. You know,
it's hard because it's an introductory lesson.
Right.
So, some groups might get it right away, like your group did, because you taught it so well, and other groups might struggle through it too. Right. So I understand that can be a hard thing to plan out right away.
And I even had the breadth of that in my own class.
Yeah.
Kids that got it and kids that didn't.
Definitely. So how do you think that we can meet that goal of, adding a challenge or making sure that the work isn't getting done too quickly so that behavior doesn't escalate?
I don't know. Do you think I should make the worksheet longer? Or one thing I guess I could do is have different options for the worksheet based on what I see on their chalkboard.
So what I was thinking was differentiating, and if you want to keep the same assessment for all the kids, then that would be great. But having the option for them to pick a challenge could be good. So maybe having missing inputs or having them find the rule.
Yeah.
Or since that you already have the data collected from this lesson, I think the best option would be to have different worksheets for them. So some of them are finding the rule if they're ready for that advanced step. Some of them are finding inputs and outputs. And some are just working on the outputs with the given rule.
Yeah.
And I have resources that I can share with you.
That would be great.
And I have centers as well. So maybe that could help some of the students that are struggling during guided math.
Yeah, that would be great because I think when I hear that differentiation piece, like it just makes me think about how much extra work it would be to prep 3 different options. So some resources would be really helpful.
Definitely. Differentiated assessments. And I can share function. Is there any other way I can support you?
Well, you mentioned guided math as like a time I could do this, and I haven't really gotten there yet. So maybe we could talk more about.
Definitely.
And I'm still doing most of my math whole group. I just haven't wrapped my brain around how I could do that yet.
So guided math resources. Awesome. I can definitely do that. I think once you get the hang of it, which you will because you're such a strong teacher, you're going to love it and see the results.
I hope so. People keep telling me that. It just seems like a lot of work.
Yeah. So I have another goal I would like to ask you about. So I really like how creative you are, and I would love for you and I to work together to share at either the next staff meeting or the staff meeting after that about some of the visuals that you come up with and how they help your struggling students or ESL students. And I know how busy you are, so I was thinking that I would get you a sub for half a day, and then we could work together and come up with this PD together and then present it out to the staff.
Yeah. At first I was thinking there's no way I have time for that, but if I can do it during the school day, then yeah, I'd be happy to. That would be fun.
Okay. So we'll plan PD together. So how about you look at your schedule today and then you can pick a good day that you could take a half day, maybe a day with specials or something, and get back to me by tonight with a day, and then I will get you a sub in there, and then we could let's shoot for a day next week.
Yeah.
So. And then we can get it done.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.